my thought, the thought born of the mind, the brain and all the rest of it, is always limited under any circumstances. Full stop. If I realize that, if the mind realizes that, then it breaks through the limitation. Right? That may be the flowering.
You said something that's saying it differently than saying there's something else that comes from something else.
No. Yes, I understand. Cause effect. No.
I say that's saying it differently. What you just said is saying it differently than cause and effect. In other words, this and then that.
Which means, do I realize, does the mind realize that cause-effect is also a limitation? This is, unless one goes in, not verbally, sir. Okay. Do you, as a human being, realize the absolute fact that any movement within the field is limited, is finite, is particular, is not universal, is not cosmic, etc., etc. Of course. Do you realize it? Does your mind realize that? If it does, right, sir? When it does, what takes place?
This endless process of its wanting to see the limit by dual process.
That means still moving.
Yes. So this transition from that
Dr.
to this.
Pulcher, you missed it. The moment it says, I will look over the border, the looking is a movement of time, thought, therefore limited.
But I think, you see, one doesn't see at first sight that this looking is the search for the unlimited. We are trying to get hold of the unlimited by looking. That's the mistake, right?
That's absolutely. Wash out.
No, but when you say when the mind realizes, now this when is
it's up to you.
No, so what that limitation of thought is seen by thought.
No, sir. No. Thought cannot see. No, what is it? No, must be careful.
Can thought see that it is limited?
Yes, I think it can.
Could we discuss that?
I don't think that we're saying that thought. Somehow I think that thought doesn't see. From what I gather, thought doesn't see that it's limited. There's an insight there which is different from thought seeing, isn't
That's it, sir. That's it. We've talked about this so much again. Huh?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have also often said thought can see its own limit.
I think so.
Yes. From the inside, right?
From the inside.
But that seems to be that you're taking a double movement there, which is insight into thought. Somehow or other, it seems that what we're saying is that the real comprehension of the true limits of thought is something that's not thought. It's something much more. It's an insight that goes beyond thought.
First you hear that thought is limited. Right? You hear it. And then we argue about it. Why it is limited, who made it limited, and all the rest of it being thrown. Then we say, when we use the word limited, it means limited, a barrier. And then thought says, all right, I look over the barrier. That's still movement of thought, still movement of movement. Now, have you listened to that? Listen to it, you understand, sir, so that you're completely in it, as it were. There's no argument, it's so. Right? Then isn't there an insight into the whole movement of time, which is limited, all the rest of it? Then we have to discuss, what do you mean by insight? Is insight the product of thought? We're discussing a question. If it is, it's still movement, therefore limited. Limited, finite. I will change the word differently. It's finite. Now, do I hear that and realize that? Realize it's a reality. Realize, right? Is that a reality to me?
That's I can see that what I was in some way seeing as the limits of thought is really still in terms of the boundary.
Yeah.
So that there is something.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
So, am I listening to you when you say thought under all circumstances, noble, ignoble, under all is eternally finite, everlastingly limited? I hear that, you tell me that, and you show me the reason, the logic, and all the rest of it, and I say yes. It is instantly, there's an insight, say, it's finished, follow? It is so.